Deputy Collins.
This is one of the most radical plans ever put to the people of this city over decades. And while there has been said this morning that there is consultation going on at the moment, you really have to dig into this. You have to drill down into these proposals, because when you look at the map, the first thing you see is that the east side of the city is fairly well serviced, but as you go west into the working class communities, the buses are being taken out of those estates. Now, those bus routes grew up around the need of the people in those estates, around older people's accommodation, around access to shopping centres, around disability needs, etc. And that is why I called for this proposal to be scrapped this morning. Disability is not mentioned once. It's a 58-page document on this BusConnects. Not once is it raised at all. So it wasn't disability checked. Jarlath Walker has even admitted himself that he's not qualified to do these bus routes. He fell into the consultancy game to do bus routes. And I think that's an important point to make as well. What should have happened here was that the bus drivers, passengers, not 1% of 140 million passengers, should have been consulted about this. They should have been going into the communities, talking to people about what they need, what's necessary, the bus drivers to know exactly what's going on, what way the routes work. And yes, more resources are needed into the orbital routes. Put them in straight away, those resources, because they need it. More bus services in the orbital routes. Test them out for a year, see how they go, and come back to the drawing board in relation to it. The fact of the matter is, the National Transport Authority has been set up. They're a licence unto themselves. They're like the HSE. They're not accountable. They have a huge amount of money to put into the bus services. They've done some good work on the real-time facilities and all that. But the fact of the matter is that the NTA are operating as we're putting this to you, so you either accept it or not. We're going to listen to you, but we don't know how much we're going to take. Now, Jarlath Walker has come out and said that if 15% changes are made to this plan, the plan would have to be scrapped. Now, I believe in all the areas that I'm involved in all the meetings I've gone to, where you have in my own Bluebell down to Inchicore, where the 68, 69 and 13 has been diverted down the Crumlin Road, 68 and 69 is gone. We're going to be given the 63 every hour. Every hour. Now, it doesn't matter whether most older people are quite able to get around, but if you have a knee problem, a hip problem, a heart problem, a lung problem, a visual problem, a disability problem, all those areas, that's when you're going to have the problems. And I really think that this should be scrapped. And there should be proper and real consultation with our communities in relation to this. And maybe use that as an aside, that plan, and say, well, that's some ideas here. What do you think we could do on this? It has to be done that way. I'm telling you, Minister, this is a big issue, and people in the communities will rise up. They will come out in the streets, and I encourage people to come out in the streets and get this plan scrapped.